The Grappling Hour is brought to you by Luda Gear, athletic support items created by grapplers for grapplers. Fire Grub Meal Prep done right.
Yeah. Check it out.
I'm excited to talk about this new segment because other hosts don't necessarily go out there and train. Some do, but I'm pretty consistently out there going and training with folks who are way better than me. I'll put that right out there. But I really, really am excited to bring you this next segment because I think it's going to be something that we see as a recurring. If you like it, let us know. But we recently had one of our friends give us a game called Think Jiu-Jitsu. And it's a really good teaching aid for jiu-jitsu. It's actually, you can get little small groups together, and it's kind of a board game that gets people really into it. But there was one aspect of the board game that we were able to make into a fun game for our good friend John Combs, who also had an amazing weekend over the weekend when he was competing against One Cyborg and Jared Dopp. And since he was in town, I got the opportunity to train with him, and I thought I would give you guys a little insight into not just how things went, but part of the game that we played based off that Think Jiu-Jitsu game. I hope you guys like this segment. What's up, everybody? Rapid Sparza here on location over at Topanga Canoga Park High School. The LA Jiu-Jitsu Club is having some training sessions out this way, so we thought we would get some training in. We're going to premiere a new segment here, and I'm very excited about this segment because it means I could die. But apparently I'm told that's when people really, really like watching me, is when I'm close to death. So anyway, our friends over at Think Jiu-Jitsu Game, a really cool board game, designed by an instructor for instructors. They made this board game. We're going to play a game with it. And I thought, who better to play a game with somebody who had an amazing series of matches over this weekend at No You Worlds. One senor, John Combs, what are you doing here?
I came here to do jiu-jitsu. Hi.
Did you do Think Jiu-Jitsu Game? No, you don't. All right, so what we're going to do is, in a second, John, how would you describe rolling with me?
Like trying to get inside of a turtle shell, and I'm a hungry little hawk, and I'm having no luck for a lot of it. But sometimes I get lucky.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he's really good at what he does.
He's got very high defense skills, but doesn't do it just like a little turtle.
This is the normal criticism I get from athletes like John Combs, who are actually, good at jiu-jitsu, but for some reason have struggles with me. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and pull out. I would like to get a scoreboard for today, sir.
I got you twice, right?
No, just once.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't do anything to me, so I feel happy.
Yeah, I know, because you're fucking John Combs.
Yeah, I like this game.
So here's what it is. You take these, there's a series of submission cards. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to give John Combs one of these submission cards. I can't know what the card is. He's going to have 2 minutes, just because he's a black belt, and that's about as much as I can do. You will have 2 minutes to try and get that submission on me. John, do you feel that you can do this?
Yes.
You were saying off air, no.
Raf's just going to sit there and do his little Raf guard stuff.
Well, the one thing I haven't been able to tell you is, I can't really, I can kind of do some offense back, but nobody's really worried about that here.
Yeah, I got to win this game.
However, I may be allowed to do something that might throw you off.
Okay. Are you going to run away?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Just start running.
I'm not shopping. Come on, man. I take my beatings with pride.
Nice.
So, here's what's going to happen, John. Check these out. On here, submission cards. So when you look at these, they have all the different ones. You got Americana, knee bar. Some of them, I'm kind of hoping he gets a gi choke because
if it's a gi choke, I'm picking another card.
I don't think you should be allowed to. Judges?
Yeah, I have to be
They said no.
I had to be able to physically. There are no judges.
Look
That was
over here.
Ross.
I want you to look over here, judges.
I'll allow it.
That's not what we were looking for. But yeah, wait, allow me or allow him?
Combat, jiu-jitsu.
No, it's not combat jiu-jitsu. We're not doing that one. Anyway, so we're gonna have him pick a card. He's gonna show you guys, just you guys, the card. And then I'm gonna ask these people to very kindly put 2 minutes on the clock because we're using my phone to film this. Because if it's more than 2 minutes, I'm going to die. So, John,
All right.
are you ready for this?
Yeah, let me have that card.
All right.
And if it is a gi, if it's
hold on,
something
hold
gi
on.
related, I'm.
I was gonna ask you though, what card do you want the most?
Guillotine.
Jesus.
Duh.
Now, the trick is, much like in jiu-jitsu, he may have a card and he may be able to try and show that he's going for other moves, but he can't complete that move. If he completes that move, he is disqualified and has to give me $10.
Oh, new rule. What?
It's a little insurance program that we have so that I don't die.
Okay.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and get newly world champion crowned Eric Medina to make this on the up and up. Eric, come on over here, please. Eric, I'm gonna want you to hand him the card. I cannot see the card. I'm gonna just go over here.
Yeah.
Can somebody else get a timer so I don't die? Sir? Okay, yeah. Show it to the camera just so that you guys know what I know.
Ooh, that's good luck.
Yes.
Are there lights in here?
There's one.
Okay. All right.
That's the light.
I'm
Yeah.
a little nervous because he's like really good and really difficult to roll with.
All right. When it's time to begin.
Do we start on the ground or on the feet?
You start with me.
Go.
Does that change things for you? Is it a good one? Because if it changes things for him.
Ready? Combat.
Time check.
2 minutes.
Oh shit. It's a fucking leg. I think I know what it is. No! Fuck you, John Cokes. Hey, John, how was your match with Cyborg? How'd it go? Was it good? Did you enjoy it? You were almost gonna beat him. I think it's a heel hook. God damn it.
Yeah! Hit 18.
What's that? Woo! That was pretty close. I should have made it one more. So hold on. How the fuck does he get a heel hook? This is not IBJJF legal. I want a challenge on this. John, that was very good.
Thank you, Ross.
So here's what I want to tell you. The reason why this is a scary game is I look and I go, he's gonna fuck up my leg. But for a split second, I thought it was a hold. So that was terrifying. Were you happy when you got this card?
Yes, I was very happy. I studied the Ashigarami-based system of leg locks.
Well, so you were cheating beforehand.
Sure.
I was wondering why, because you were like, oh, are we gonna stand up? And I was like, it's like he's afraid to roll with me and wrestle now. Is it just because Cyborg was giving you such a hard time the other day that
Hey,
you just
bro.
couldn't get the takedowns?
My guard game might be better than my takedowns now,
I
yeah.
don't think so, Doc.
Yeah, I swept Cyborg.
Hugs, you did really good.
Thanks, Rob.
Hey, if you guys haven't seen his match, go watch his match with Cyborg, or go watch on Flow Grappling his amazing guillotine on our good friend Jared Dobb, and you guys had great matches.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he's good.
Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you, Rob. Do I win anything?
Nope.
Yep, that's why I love. That's why I love Rob.
Hold on. You win for this to be on the internet and watching the get murdered.
Okay, that's enough
the
of a
gift
win for
enough.
me. That sounds a very jujitsu lifestyle
I'm
win.
gonna have to talk to my sponsor and make sure we take this card out. not super bueno at this. Anyway, keep it locked here. We'll be right back. My apologies to my friends. Today was not my day. You know, I really wanted to go out there and give you guys a performance, but I couldn't give that to you today. My apologies to all my training partners, my sponsors. I know that 2019 is going to be my year. Hold on, what's the other cliches that we use? Check this out. Think Jiu-Jitsu game. It's really cool, and what we did was just make one aspect of the game. It's really an actual cool teaching mechanism that you can use in your classes. Think of it as kind of like small groups exercising, just because you can actually get people to learn and come up with creative ways. So one of the ways that you can use this game is pretty simple. You end up giving them each different teams of small groups, like a challenge board, and you ask them to get a takedown, a transition, a position, and submission. And you use these different cards to go ahead and teach your kids how to go ahead and do that. It's actually been used by some of us over at Valley Martial Arts Center, but our good friend Deneen is one of the people behind it. We will be using it for our goon purposes for the submission cards. I'll just let you know this right now. If John had picked any one of these, rear naked, no, I'm not. No, he's got a really good back defense. I'm not. I actually probably would have lost to that too. If he got no, he's triangle me too. That's kind of a rough one. I'm just saying there's a lot of these cards. So it's definitely something that I think is a fun way of playing it. When Deneen came, she actually, for our rolling purposes, she gave us each cards, and we were supposed to go the entire time rolling with everybody. And then as part of the end of the exercise, she asked if you could guess what everybody else had. And it's actually just a cool different concept to doing it. But for our purposes, what we're going to do is we're going to give this to people. And if you are an athlete who is interested in doing this with me, just get in touch. I'd be happy to go ahead and do it. I just ask that, if you're going to kill me, let's at least make sure it's well rated. I want my death to get like over 3,000 views. I think that's fair.